Hello, Sam.
Hello, Josiah.
Welcome to 9/11.
It's good to be here remembering with you that day, Josiah.
Okay, stop it. It's too somber.
It's too much.
Disintegration loops. I'm going to start crying. That is the earnest season part.
Well, so doing a 9/11 memorial Sclusie in the middle of earnest season, was something that I wasn't sure about. Also, I think a bit of behind the scenes on the business of the pod. Mm-hmm. We have been in conversation, and we can say this because I think everyone behind the paywall is a pal. I mean, spiritually a pal.
Right.
Maybe literally a pal. Is that people are circling. The sharks are circling. They're seeing Blink-155 money, and they want it. They want in. And so we've had, I don't know how you pronounce this word, entreaties on... Ashley, how do you pronounce that word?
That sounds right.
Entreaties from various corporate suitors who want to get in our business.
Some of that clout.
Yeah, they want the clout that we have. And the whole time we've been having these conversations, in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, wait till the 9/11 memorial special drops.
Right.
And, how do corporations feel about that? None of this is going to be, I hope this is going to be a respectful conversation.
I mean, look, brands love to talk about 9/11. You always see,
Hamburger Helper has a great 9/11 tweet.
Exactly. So we're just that. We're just the Moon Pie account doing 9/11.
Blink-155 is just another brand trying to engage with people in the fashion that we think that they already communicate, which is memes and 9/11 irony.
But is it irony? I don't know if we'll see. I mean, I think this is going to be it's going to be really fucking ironic also.
Yeah, there's a reason why this is behind the paywall, right?
But it's when we first started 10 years ago, this podcast, we would constantly talk about 9/11 every week. 9/11
was like the Kimya Dawson of the Kimya Dawson era of the pod.
9/11 was the Kimya Dawson of 2017. Yeah, I agree.
So, and I feel like we backed away from it, but there was a time where, this was, 9/11 was a drum that we were beating quite loudly and constantly.
In 2001,
in 2001, back when we started this pod. So very few people realize, there's been a lot of podcast content. We know, we see our numbers are kind of picking up. And so we understand that not everyone sort of has been listening since the very start. And so a bit of context is that this podcast was actually started in the week following 9/11. Josiah and I.
We just thought that it was already time for levity.
Yeah, we looked around and we thought,
it's been a week. It's time to move on.
Let's just let's laugh again.
It's 9/18 already.
Yeah. And so 9/11 has cast a long shadow, obviously only figuratively, over this podcast. And it's good to be finally, I think, going back and embracing our roots.